Hello, my name is Adam Peter Fenwick. I'm in a small little hotel room at the moment, in temporary accommodation. Just come off the streets, and I've had a rough time for a very long time. Um, I've recently been watching a couple of videos on YouTube about satanic ritual abuse, and recently come to the awareness of what the truth is with intention and such. And I put it together that the intention of the church, the intention of all religions, the intention of all cults, is to situationally watch out for children, of course, in general, just to scatter the situation and keep people from the truth of the situation. But the specific reason behind these religions and cults is to center out children that have the ability to change the world and wake people up just by the shape of their face and the life that their faces and body structure and stuff like that, of course, but specifically the face, I believe that these children's who they grow into, their intention that their face provides them would wake everyone up and stuff. Now, what is weird about the situation, I think, is that the intention of the pyramids, and I'm not sure if I mentioned that I believe that all satanic ritual and stuff like that comes from the pyramids' presence on the planet and the pyramids' intention. The Egyptian so-called gods and pharaohs and such like that, what these guys were up to were figuring out ways to rule the planet and stuff like that. Whether intentionally or not, choosing to build in the desert, man's most feared situation. Of course, the drowning is in the sea as well, but to die of no water in the desert, that's up there. That's huge in man's fear of ways to die. To die of thirst in the desert, and these people either they just I'm pretty sure they had to migrate there because we all come from one place, evolved from chimpanzees and stuff like that, yeah, and then we ate psilocybin mushrooms and our brains evolved, and then evolved humans or cavemen, whatever, Cro-Magnon man, left the area that they were evolved within and stuff like that, and journeyed out into the lands and stuff like that. Why would a race of men go to the desert to live? I think, and it's just like simple stuff like the want for the specific race of humans to be the most successful and survive more so than other races and such. Just early like experiments with how to survive and stuff like that. I think, of course there were like different experiments of how the hell do we get food to be cooked. Maybe we throw it at the wall. Maybe we stomp on it. Oh, I smashed two rocks together and little sparks come out. Oh, fire. Fucking experiments. And I think man going off into the desert to build a society to show the world, look, we can survive in the desert. It must be us. We're amazing, It's just an early form of survival for that individual race's. It's just an early form of survival for that individual race. Unfortunately, these guys got a little bit lost in their heads, I reckon, because one of them got lost in the desert and saw a mirage while their mind was being hammered by thirst and just got lost in their mind and came back from the desert and had all these like, oh, I've seen beings and blah, 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 which, was just their mind losing it and having all these delusional visions and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I think the early race surrounding these areas of settlement and stuff like that latched onto these situations and went, wow, this man has seen the very beings from beyond, or the very being from beyond that created us all. And unfortunately, the confusion within that individual probably created the area of doing really nasty things like human sacrifice, pedophilia, that sort of like weird shit going on. And within that area of dirty, nasty stuff, the essence of living in the desert and being the almighty rulers of the planet going like, look at us, we can live in the desert. And this corruption of the mind unfortunately created a society of people that were really jilted and lived off pedophilia and destroying other humans' minds and stuff like that in a human sacrificial way to as a part of their ruling, and from there the situation just went worldwide, and thus are your satanic cults, your apparent magic orders and stuff like that. All these intricate different situations surrounding a mirage in the desert, a man lost in that mirage, coming back from that mirage, talking a whole heap of hobbly gobbly, and the pyramids ruling the planet as a mega structure of early man. And it just being dealt out from there. These magic orders and stuff like that, that can apparently create magic and stuff. It's just all in the mind, The feelings of like alchemists and stuff like that. Not alchemy as in like turning lead into gold and stuff like that in reality. I'm talking alchemists, like alchemists of the spirit and the soul and stuff like that, creating different elements and stuff like that on a spiritual and soul level and stuff. These are just like corruptions of the mind, and that's simply the situation, I believe. And these magic orders and satanic orders and stuff like that, and their magic is just the corrupted mind surrounding the pyramids and some dude lost in a fucking mirage. Anyway, what I believe is going on with the intention of the pyramids and stuff like that, because of the situation I'm speaking of, situationally surrounding Jesus, Muhammad, yes, but I think the situation with Islam is that they were fighting against the situation, but at the same time not wanting to destroy Christianity or Jews and stuff like that, because they were in the desert together, but I do believe that Muhammad put a lot of effort into making sense of the situation. Yeah. I want to say Hinduism because like the roots and areas of Hinduism that Buddha walked away from and stuff like that were very self-torturous and like twisted mind stuff. Like if I hurt myself, I'll get closer to God. If I starve myself, I'll get closer to God. These are just like corruptions of the mind and stuff like that, I reckon, just illnesses of the mind. The poor buggers, I feel for them. Also the Egyptians, I don't want to leave all that shit out. I feel for these guys, and Christians and Jews. The Islam situation, I feel for them because they feel like brothers to these people that are like jilted and stuff like that. Islam's very, very real and very scientific and very, very manly, very masculine, but in like a serious way and stuff. And of course, there's the extremists that get lost along the way and stuff like that and get so pissed off with the world being, I think, so pissed off with the world being jilted and like having suspicions of these like satanic cults and stuff doing horrible things to children and stuff like that. These extremists fucking pissed off with it. Fuck you, America. We are fucking blowing them towers to bits and blah, 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 yeah. Who else is out there? Other religions and stuff. I think this whole situation surrounding like God and stuff like that is just like a blockage of the human mind and stuff like that, and the reaction of the human mind going like, oh, who's up there hurting me? Oh, it's God. It's not God. It's the pyramids, and it's some guy lost in a mirage, come back from the desert, going blah, 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 blah. And unfortunately, yeah. I don't know if the guy lost in the desert. It probably did. The guy lost in the desert probably came back to the early settlements of Egypt and stuff like that, and was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And these guys were like, oh my God, this guy is amazing. Blah, 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 blah. And I don't know, the buildings of the pyramids and stuff like that, like good on them. Great fucking effort for back then, these massive structures that no one really knows how the fuck they got built and stuff like that. But the backing of the horrible situation worldwide of children getting abused and stuff like that in satanic cults and that sort of thing is it doesn't equal out. And yeah, I believe now this situation of the pyramid's intention put upon the earth, looking for these pinnacle children, people that have the ability to wake people up and stuff like that, which they don't like. No. The pyramid's an intention has such an intricate power, I believe, that it can center out a specific sperm within the male genitalia to impregnate an egg. So these pyramids, not only are they picking these pinnacle faces and stuff like that to wipe out, they're generating these pinnacle faces to wipe out. So it's just like this sort of horrible situation of an example of power or something, I like that. It is. It's just an example of power. And I'm caught up in the middle of the thing. I was abused as a little boy. It just so happens that my family don't accept that I was abused as a boy and are either, that didn't happen, you've taken a lot of drugs and drank a lot of alcohol in your life, Adam, you must have made it up, or why do you want to speak about that? Just so happens that I was born into a family that acts like that. It's all very, very situational. The intent of the pyramids is world scoping, worldwide. You have no idea the places that I go in my mind, and this is what I've come up with. That I am specifically a facial type and voice type and a man of ability type that has the ability to help the world see things in a different way and stuff like that, open up little parts of the mind and thus other parts of the body, especially the heart. I sort of lost my way a little bit there. See, the intention of the pyramids. I try to put it together in a rounded up fashion, and it doesn't go there just yet. The old think tank. You don't know the abuse that I put on myself surrounding being abused as a little boy. A certain thing that I used to do to myself that I don't think really anyone in the whole world did to themselves. I would love to tell you about it so I could get it off my chest, but it's pretty graphic and pretty disgusting, and I'm not gonna voice it. I really want to, but because it's a heavy load, the essence of intention and stuff like that, and the religional based stuff of all I've got is the example of Islam and stuff like that not being into toilet paper and washing their backside and stuff like that instead of wiping their backside with toilet paper. I don't know if early Christians were the same, but I guess obviously they were, and Jewish society and stuff like that. Anyway, I've sort of let the cat out of the bag there, mentioning toilet paper. result of the Egyptian culture and stuff like that, the modern superpowers of religion and stuff, not being into toilet paper, and I think like toilet paper being like a Western invention and stuff like that. I used to do something certain with the toilet paper in the bathroom of our house, and then on from there, like in other places, I felt private enough and comfortable enough to do with toilet paper. I think you might have an idea what I did with this toilet paper. The essence of intention and stuff like that. The situation of these superpowers of religion not using toilet paper being an invention of the West, I think, and me specifically with my facial type and my potential as a man, the certain way I was abused, this really old thing on Egypt's mind and stuff like that. What is this toilet paper stuff? I don't get it. Why not use water and one's hand? The intention of them and our invention, Egypt going, we created the world because we're the big guys and it all started with us, which it didn't, of course, but like the pyramids are the biggest structure on the planet, so they have a lot of area of argument of emotional power to say we invented everything, and we'll drop a pyramid on you if you disagree. What I did with toilet paper, just had like this Egyptians that obviously still hang on to a big area of their history and stuff like that. Being able to look at a guy in the West with passed around intention and stuff like that. Intention, I walk down the street, I look at someone, I see them, I see their whole life because of the way they walk. They see my whole life because of the way I walk. And that being passed around person to person, specifically me, I believe. Whoever is in Egypt has been passed on my intention, I believe, to identify a little bit in their head and go, what the fuck? Kill this guy. And that coming all the way back to me, and apart from just like my situation of being abused and stuff like that, an essence of kill yourself fucking for real, Mr. Fenwick, has come back to me, I believe. It's heavy to hang on to. It's a really heavy weight. I used to think there was like a psychic connection between everyone, and I could go, and someone fucking halfway around the world would go, oh. I don't really believe that anymore. There's a part of me that does, but I'm just hanging on to hope that it doesn't exist, I think, I think I've found the real essence of intention and stuff like that. It's passed around by body language and voice and Yeah, which is like passed on through family lineage and friendship circles and stuff like that. In modern day society, basically all surrounding the Bible and religion and stuff like that. And I believe these religions are started from Egyptian cultures and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, I may not be head numero uno number one, and it's a part of childhood sexual abuse and stuff like that that one feels very special and stuff like that, because someone of an older amount of years, a mature age person, to the little child's point of view, showed them something beyond their years. That the basic coding of the human mind and stuff like that of a child could understand. Oh, physical touch. Oh, sexual areas and stuff like that I will be graced with involvement with and stuff like that in older years. Oh, I must be special because this grown man or grown woman has blessed me with their touch of my very genitalia. These are the areas of the confusion of childhood sexual abuse on kids and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the main reason that I wanted to make this video. Satanic ritual abuse, I believe, is centered in Egyptian culture, surrounding a man lost in the desert and seeing mirages and coming back to the township, surviving and coming back to the township, talking to holy gobbledygook and confused, fucked up stuff, and passing it around from there. And like this man stuck in a mirage is the basis for all childhood sexual abuse and war. Not war, okay, because like the Vikings as well had wars and stuff, or just went out from their homelands and killed motherfuckers. But the essence of this is what I think. The Vikings calmed down. They stopped raping and pillaging motherfuckers and calmed down, and that then became like the Celts and Germanic tribes and blah blah blah. I'm not sure about this. These are just my thoughts, and I need to do some research. But I wanted to make this video to get across my points of view and theories and stuff. Yeah, war would thin out and stop fucking happening if there wasn't a fucking confusion, a jilt in the mind that would keep people butting their heads against the wall going, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing, I fucking raw, or fuck, I don't know what I'm doing, beep, you know, fucking which I believe that it's come from probably I want to say like a bunch of men lost in the desert, but probably one man lost in the desert, and from there, just his body language and the way he spoke and stuff like that spread confusion and pain, and yeah. Unfortunately, we're still stuck in it. And the only way out that I can think of is to know the truth and find some love for everyone surrounding the truth and stuff. But a big one is to get the truth out there. I just watched a satanic ritual abuse awareness video and stuff, and this lady said, if you know of these situations and have areas of abuse that you believe are from them, or I can't remember exactly what she said, that the individual has a responsibility to get their voice out, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get some awareness out there that satanic ritual abuse is not just done specifically within the setting of satanic ritual cults and stuff. It goes further than that. And that's how these motherfuckers call into their ranks and stuff, members and shit, is the intention of, I believe, of the pyramids. And it's spread out like spider webs and fingers searching for people that their faces would wake people up, and some throw-offs to make it not seem like that and stuff. And this is my video I'm making to create some awareness and stuff like that. I also have to say, as a part of my video, because I have voiced and believe that one's intention comes from their body language and the way they speak and stuff like that. Yes, I was offended against sexually as a young boy. Unfortunately, I offended myself sexually against a couple of teenage girls. I just have to voice that to you guys, that that might come across in my body language and voice and stuff like that, and I don't want that to affect the individual watching this video. And all I can do is, I guess, voice that whatever intention I put upon you from watching this video, I take right back. I take it from you, I grab it, and I take it back to me, and it is mine again to deal with and to work with counsellors and heal from. All I ask is that this awareness of satanic ritual abuse and stuff be understood, that it doesn't just happen within the settings of satanic cults and stuff. These situations of pedophilia and stuff like that within the world are the result of satanic ritual, and these cults looking for certain kids and stuff like that who would eventually grow up and maybe abuse kids themselves and blah, blah, blah. And maybe those abused kids, or further down the track or whatever, one kid would go, maybe a satanic ritual cult is the answer for me. And they would go into the ranks of these satanic ritual cults and stuff like that. Or these like specific abused kids would go, maybe the church did it. Maybe I need to go to a satanic ritual cult. Unfortunately, the church unintentionally, but intentionally, without them knowing, I believe, are part of this search for kids for satanic ritual abuse by these cults and stuff like that. Another big area of situation which I can't quite understand at the moment. I think it's specifically got to do with a bit of prestige of killing, prestige of abuse, prestige of shut your mouth, prestige of you better not become anything big in the world, otherwise we will crush you, is the biggest modern day cult of all time, the Church of Scientology. I was a teenager of the 90s. I watched the South Park episode of the South Park guys taking the mickey out of L. Ron Hubbard and the Church of Scientology, and them putting forward this high-level information of Xenu and stuff like that. I believe that L. Ron Hubbard made it a part of his intention to have this high-level information released upon the public in very sneaky ways. putting it a part of his intention upon his own members of his church or cult to leak this information, to be kicked out of the church and cast aside, and these individuals going, I know how I can make a bit of money because I feel like shit. I'm going to sell off this high-level information of Scientology. Little did they know that it was a part of L. Ron Hubbard's intention in the first place to have that done. Anyway, L. Ron Hubbard had it a part of his intention to get involved with the 90s because everyone knows it's part of the lineage of time since the birth of Christ and blah, 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 that everything would pinnacleize in the 90s of these demons being everywhere, and 1999 is then going to come and the end of the world and blah, 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 blah. L. Ron Hubbard knew that this was going to happen, and I believe the intention of the pyramids, specifically surrounding the killing of the Celts, and L. Ron Hubbard being a strawberry blonde-haired man, a Celtic racial situation. I believe, I don't know for a fact, the birthings of strawberry blonde hair. I guess the Vikings, but from the Vikings come the Celts and stuff like that, don't they? I don't know. Anyway, the intention of the pyramids, I've got to go back a step. Okay, the Celts never wrote down, the Druids of the Celts never wrote down their spirituality, never wrote down their cultural knowledge and stuff like that they were on about, their spiritual cultural knowledge. They left it to word of mouth and talking to each other in the bush and stuff like that. You know, these Druids obviously had a little society going on and stuff like that, and who knows what they were up to. Probably just so peaceful and awesome. Unfortunately, probably after a situation of like the Vikings being so violent and stuff like that, and then the cultural pathways and stuff like that, and cultural tracks, the settling of Celtic culture, and the calming down after killing a whole bunch of people and stuff like that, and the Celts going, we've killed a bunch of people, we might as well calm down now and see what's going on in nature, or, you know, and them probably figuring out ways of being able to communicate with wildlife and birds and stuff like that, and they probably just sat around on logs and were surrounded by wildlife and birds on their shoulders and stuff like that, and I don't know, just like simple stuff like that, but like, yeah, anyway, they were probably very free individuals. And what does the almighty dollar not want you to be is fucking free. That almighty dollar, the American dollar note, with the pyramid on the motherfucker and the all-seeing eye. Now, that's not just the all-seeing eye as in I can see one guy on a toilet doing something with toilet paper. This motherfucking eye is the all-seeing eye. It sees everything, apparently. Just by the name of it, it gets in your head and it can see you. Magic. Blah, 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 blah. Load of shit. But very capturing, you know. Yeah. This situation of the pyramids wanting to fucking, and Egyptian culture wanting to rule the motherfucking planet. And unfortunately being a bit jilted because I think one individual got lost in a mirage and came back speaking blah, 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 blah. And somehow that situation getting into fucking government, people thinking, wow, this guy's speaking fucking blah, 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 and it makes sort of sense, but in a weird way. It makes me think that there's something out there beyond the stars that I can understand and stuff. yeah. The pyramids. L. Ron Hubbard, silver blonde hair, obvious Celtic lineage. Um, Pretty good upbringing, pretty good family life. I don't think very super rich, but good money and stuff like that. He started researching what was going on with the mind and mental health and stuff like that. And he stumbled upon some stuff that he didn't realize what he was getting into, I think. I saw a video about Aleister Crowley the other evening, and he was the guy on the video was talking about Aleister Crowley looking for magic school, not of buildings and stuff like that, but a magic school of the mind. And I believe L. Ron Hubbard stumbled upon this situation as well. And these Egyptian intentions and stuff like that sucked the poor guy in. Same with Aleister Crowley, you know. Aleister Crowley was from a religious family and stuff like that. But again, like the intention of the pyramids, and I think I'm right, a man lost in the mirage going fucking, whoa, where am I? Fucking, blah, blah, intricately fucking playing out into the world in like a fucking spider web fucking of fucking pain and just hurt spreading and stuff like that. Yes, probably starting just in the essence and intention of this one man lost in the mirage. Probably a very pinnacle facial man and stuff like that. And family-wise and stuff like that. And he made it back and lots of intention, lots of pain. Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard got into situations that I think he didn't really realise what the fuck was going to happen. I'm sure he would like to think, I know what's going to happen and stuff like that. But I don't think he really has an availability to feel the pain behind what he's doing and stuff like that. This Xenu episode and stuff like that South Park aired, I believe, was leaked on purpose by his Church of Scientology. And I, like a lot of people, because L. Ron Hubbard is a pretty chubby guy, and he was a science fiction writer that sold fuck all books. He is a big fat Celtic guilt trip. I'm a chubby guy. I didn't fucking sell many books. Feel sorry for me. And these fucking investigations into the mind and stuff like that he got up to, he stumbled upon, I guess, some truths, I reckon, of the workings of the mind and stuff like that. And I think the programming of Egyptian culture and stuff like that blocked him and went, okay, you're getting fucking very close here. We're going to fucking throw you off in a big way into this direction. And thus the building of the Church of Scientology and stuff like that. I'm not going to say that the Church of Scientology is completely wrong in their way of being and stuff like that. Like all religion, not really all cults. No, all cults, I guess. Not all of their stuff is wrong. It's just the little areas and stuff like that, you know, and big areas of complete wrongness. Anyway, the Church of Scientology's intention being the biggest religion or cult. They've been called both. They like to be called a religion. My time of involvement with them, the head guy of the church and stuff said that Scientology likes to not have their buildings called churches. They like to be called orgs. Yeah. Anyway, this area of my face and my potential and my specific family jiltedness within the area of not being able to accept my block for words. Was this how LRH felt? A little bit, although probably not, because he was probably granted access into weird little areas that he thought was his own mind and stuff. My event of childhood sexual abuse not being accepted by my family and stuff like that, the specific way I abused myself, being not being really able to be accepted by Egypt's mind and stuff like that because of the cultural differences of wiping one's own bum with one's own hand and water and wiping one's bum with toilet paper. And yes, again, I think you can realise what I did with said toilet paper. These Scientology guys, surrounding the leaked information of their high up beliefs and stuff like that, I believe leaked on purpose, have spiritually harnessed me with their intention to put a massive figure of blame upon me, specifically Adam Peter Fenwick. From the mid-north coast of New South Wales, a little township called Ballingen. Look, I'm not going to go into the massive areas of details and stuff like that I know are going on with Scientology or had gone on with Scientology and now it's over and now it's a different situation and stuff like that, because I specifically got sort of like suggested that I could be hurt if I let these areas of what I know be known. But at the same time, watching this lady speak about satanic ritual abuse and stuff like that, it makes me want to talk about it. And I don't know if I should or not. Okay, I'm going to. Now, I want to tell you that these are just theories and situations that I've put together in my head surrounding meeting certain people and stuff like that. Holy shit, I'm scared. Oh, fuck, I'm really scared. I might wait to post this video and try to get some support and stuff like that. And then I'll see about releasing the information that I'm speaking about, because I'm really scared with these situations. I was told that I would be shot if I release the information that I have. But God, I really want to, because I'm really scared that people are affected by this situation and stuff like that, and I don't know what to do. I really do not know what to do. No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because it's really scary. What happened to L. Ron Hubbard and stuff like that, being sucked into creating a cult and stuff like that, which I believe is really not good for the world. And these satanic ritual cults and stuff like that, I believe pinnacleizing in their we fulfilled that situation is a death. You know, they abuse the shit out of these kids. What more would they want to see than to see that individual fucking die? You know, either kill themselves, be killed by someone else, or whatever. You know, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Maybe until I get an area of support that I can trust has good intention surrounding me. And I guess this is all I can say surrounding looking for that good intention. I love all you motherfuckers out there. I love the whole world. I'm from the hippie era, not specifically born in the 60s and stuff, but my parents were from the edges of the hippie era and stuff like that, the 70s. And I was brought up with a lot of hippie music and stuff like that. And the idea of peace, the idea of love is in me and is a part of who I am. Yes, I get angry and cornered in my mind and have a spack out and stuff like that. So did a lot of hippies. But the essence that we are all one and that we need to strive for the best in all of us. And what is the best in all of us, man? It's love. You know, it's a hug. Of course, a handshake and stuff like that means something, but what does a fucking hug mean, man? You know, it means I really heard you and I'm here for you forever with embracing you. So yeah, I put my love out there. I put my reaching to obtain love out there and use it in the right way to make myself feel strong and protected by the love received to voice myself. Thank you so much for listening. I love you. Get the awareness out there, man. Yeah. Love.